Time travel possible? It's kind of obvious to say it's possible into the future, because of course that's what we're doing, we're moving into the future. It then gets interesting because you say, well, why do we have to go into the future? Why can't I stop going into the future? You can vary the rate at which you go into the future relative to someone else. For example, if I was to get in a rocket now and accelerate off, even at 1g, right, just a sort of acceleration I could take, and head off and end up travelling relatively close to the speed of light, and let's say go to the Andromeda Galaxy, and then, which is 2 million light years away from the perspective of the Earth, and then turn around and come back again. If I go close enough to the speed of light, I could arrange it so I would age, let's say, a year on the outward journey and a year on the inward journey. And you could do that calculation. But 4 million years would have passed on Earth. So I would come back on that journey 2 years older, but I'd arrive at the Earth 4 million years in the future. That's special relativity. That's Einstein's theory published in 1905. Not even the theory of gravity. So time travel is possible into the future, and it's inevitable that you travel into the future, and you can vary the rate you go into the future relative to someone else by the way that you travel around. In the past, Einstein's special theory of relativity from E equals mc squared, that thing in 1905, says no, you can't, because of the geometry of space and time themselves. His general theory of relativity, where space and time can be curved, that's his theory of gravity. The correct thing to say is that we can imagine distortion, geometries is the best way to say it. We can imagine geometries of space and time. Wormholes would be an example, where if you could go through them, you could travel into the past. However, we don't understand enough. So you can calculate these things, but whether or not they're possible to make is an open question. Most people think not. And the last thing I'll say, Stephen Hawking wrote a very famous paper called the Chronology Protection Conjecture. And conjecture is important. So he conjectured that whatever the ultimate laws of quantum gravity are, they will be such that you can't build time machines that you can use to travel into the past.